You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Dance Moms After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Dance Moms.
Get on the floor. My world is with my girls. Living on the dance floor. Living on the dance floor. What? Yeah, we got the remix now.
I like the remix.
Living on the dance floor. Living on the dance floor.
Yes.
Hold the pose.
So intense. It's hot in here.
It's hot.
It's really hot.
Hey everybody, what's
My
up?
bad.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, y'all said it was hot in here. My bad that I'm sitting in here and making it hot.
That hot
You're
breath.
so funny.
Jacket. It's his jacket, I think.
It is everything.
Wait, I'm sorry. Before we start, you guys are all wearing pleather right now, right? No,
This is
No.
Mine's
this is
leather.
vinyl.
Oh, that's polyurethane. My bad.
Get your life, Jason Carter.
You know what? Relax.
Get your life.
Hey everybody, it's Giselle
Feels
Ugarte.
nice.
You were
Thank you.
watching the Dance Moms recap on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm so excited because the gang is finally all back here.
I'm
Just
back.
in time for episode 9, Chris Cangero.
Right.
I made it back, though. That's what counts.
I
Well,
guess that counts.
I will let my lovely co-hosts introduce themselves, even though hopefully we're already friends out there.
Oh, it starts with me?
Yeah, Tony.
Oh,
Moving on up.
hi. I'm Tony Moore.
Hi, guys. I'm happy to be back. I'm Chris Cangero.
In case you forgot, because he's been gone for a long time.
For a quick minute. Yes, God, honey.
But he still looks so handsome, and he's
thank
newly single and
you.
available.
Oh,
Everyone out
no. Don't-
AFTERBUZZ is going to be buzzing off of that one.
Dial 14. You guys are the worst. I'm
Just
Jason.
write my notes.
I'm Jason, not wearing any kind of fake pleather polyurethane Carter tonight.
You wearing some polyester
No, Jay?
or something.
No, oh, Jason J. Carter. My bad. Hi, everybody.
And
all
as
right.
always, I'm live tweeting during the show. You can tweet me at Giselle Ugarte or afterwards. And please, if you have time, go to iTunes and find our podcast, find our playlist, and rate us. Because for whatever reason, we're at 3 stars. That's kind of absurd because I know that the cast members watch us. I know Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition cast members watch us. We've had choreographers in here. We bring you the exclusives. We try to bring you the best show possible. So if you don't think we deserve 5 stars, let us know why. Hopefully you do. And give us 5 stars. Please bring up our average.
Word.
I think it's because I wasn't here.
I mean,
So-
now our stock is definitely going to skyrocket.
be.
now
Oh,
that
tonight we're
Cangero's
getting
back.
those 5
It could
stars.
be.
Chris Cangero, have a seat.
Want to give a shout out to our engineer Marissa for always holding us down.
Hey, Marissa.
Yes.
Marissa, off the hook. We can't do it without you. Love you, smooches. Mwah.
So this was an emotional episode. It was emotional.
Bro.
It was dramatic. I got a little emotional.
Well, for Abby, it was emotional.
Seeing Abby cry, bye bye baby.
I know. People and their pets. I guess because I've never had a pet before ever in life that I can't understand. And I get they're like children or whatnot, but tonight Abby was just going through it.
Well, they
That was
become
her
part of your
baby.
life, yeah.
But
It's like it's like, you know, for pet owners, it's like having a kid. You know, that's like, you know, especially
Well,
when
especially
they
when she
have
doesn't
them.
have kids or
Well,
a husband
exactly.
or a boyfriend.
Exactly. It's like having.
Lay it all out there.
Bless her heart. It's like having
love you,
someone
Abby.
else, you know, like another kid, another person,
Sure.
a friend, you know.
I-
Who's
I can
always
definitely
there, you live
empathize,
with them,
yeah.
you take
They
care of
lick your
them.
face. I love licks in the
They
face.
don't roll their eyes.
And they didn't
They didn't need
braces.
braces.
I'm not a fan of licks in the face, but Abby made a good point. You know, she lets herself be stressed out a lot. She liked what? What?
I said I'm a fan of licks on the face. You know.
From dogs or people?
Of course, dogs. Yes.
Dogs
Okay.
and people. I mean, yeah, you know. Let's be all
I'm not.
inclusive here.
Woo, it is getting hot.
Happiness
here.
is a warm puppy indeed, and you know, R.I.P. baby. Anyway, so she was 16 years old. She had a kidney failure,
I
unfortunately.
mean, that's a good run,
That's
though.
a very good run.
What is she, a Broadway musical?
No,
That's
like,
a great run. She
My
had a great
dog,
run.
when my dog died, I was crushed, but I had him for 13 years, and that's even a long time.
So in dog years, that's he would have been 100. Like, how does
you
that
multiply
work?
by 7. So get that
Typically.
math.
Wow, that means these dogs
do
are
the
almost
math
a
right.
I know. I
turtle.
wish I could just like do the math.
See, after
been a
Buzzers,
while.
I promise you, I'm not insensitive to animals or people that have pets. I never had one, so I never got the dog years thing. Like
142.
You know, like my dog was 109 when he died. Really? Damn. That's like, what is he, a mutant?
No.
No, he's just awesome, apparently. Well,
Oh, my God.
Abby has a
your
hard
life.
time.
I need you to know your math.
Are you guys listening over here?
Sorry, we're doing the math.
You
Okay,
want me
no,
and
we,
Giselle
no,
to
we,
host this
no,
show?
we did the math really quick. He was 112.
See? Kind of
Okay.
alien dog.
In human years is a translation.
Gotcha.
So she had a good run.
She was cute too.
It's only appropriate considering it's Abby Lee Miller.
Maybe
We can
they'll
say
bring-
that she had a good run.
Maybe they'll bring her to
Yeah.
Pantages and she'll have a great run there. I mean,
Well, she can't because she's
Yeah.
right.
no longer with
Haha,
us.
I got the joke. I thought it was funny.
Maybe Abby's next dog. Okay, let's talk about this pyramid here. Abby's late to the pyramid. Unfortunately, she breaks the news to everyone. She has a really hard time. She's not able to save her tears for her pillow against
No.
her usual advice.
She tried
Right.
to.
She tried to. On the bottom, we have Paige, who is at the bottom because of the horrendous duet from last week.
Horrendous.
Yeah, that
I
was
didn't think
not
the
good.
duet was that bad. I thought it was cute.
It wasn't good though.
It was good. It was
cute.
not
It was supposed to be
great.
fun. Listen, they fought to have that duet.
They fought hard to have that duet,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, "That's the duet you're fighting for." I'm sorry.
They wanted
but
to
it's not like they
perform.
choreographed it, so you can't,
Yeah.
get mad at them.
But they wanted
and
to
they,
perform
They were
though.
cute.
It was cute.
Paige,
were
I think,
cute.
has improved a lot, though, because she's kind of
She
been
has.
under the radar,
I
flying
agree.
under the radar. Brooke, on the other hand, who's next on the pyramid,
I mean, it's
I
fun.
don't know if it's just the kind of thing where she just hasn't been around, no one cares, she doesn't care, maybe she doesn't want to be part of the show. Do you think maybe she doesn't want to be part of the show
Her
anymore?
routine last week was could care less because she's like, I could care
could
less
care
about
less.
dance. I'm sure she's contractually obligated to still stay on the show, but just you can tell. I don't know if the producers are saying, okay, Brooke, look like this on camera. However, she looks like a hot mess. Like every time they show her face, she's
I
like,
don't think she's contractually obligated. She's not contributing in any way.
but she's still an entity.
Why
that,
would she want to be on the show?
I mean, maybe the money's good.
No, why wouldn't
They're not letting
she
her
Right,
be?
sing.
exactly.
They're not. She's not singing this season.
But she could be saving money for college.
Okay,
You don't know
she
she might
sang
be.
one
Braces.
song on one season. That don't make her sing.
She remixed it
know.
with Carly Rae Jepsen though. Did you guys know that?
She what?
I'm just
Oh.
kidding. No, she didn't.
Oh. Either
Call
way.
me maybe.
She has to save up for college. Well, then maybe she can stop paying for dance classes and save up that way. I'm sure she's not making that much.
I think Brooke is
Her mom's probably making more, and Paige is making money as well.
Brooke is a great dancer though. That's the thing. It's always the ones that.
She's not a great dancer. She's just very flexible, and she could do acrobatics.
Well,
really
I
well.
thought some
I
of her
think she's
solos
good.
were good.
Okay.
It's like in Center Stage.
I thought last week she was good too.
Yeah, I think she's been great.
Okay.
It's like in Center Stage. I don't. You have the feet. I don't have the heart. Like you've seen that movie.
Okay.
Before. That's Brooke.
that was a great.
It's-
right.
that
It's the
was a
truth
good
though.
one.
That's Brooke right now. She just doesn't have the heart.
Okay.
She's talented.
I never had the feet.
Well, I hope she doesn't develop
I
an
always
eating
had the
disorder.
heart.
But next on the pyramid, we had Mackenzie.
Why
Why?
would she have an eating disorder?
Because the girl in the center stage
center
had
stage.
one.
Okay, I didn't see where we were. I didn't see what you were doing.
We're like, wow, Giselle.
Man,
that was hard.
this 10 o'clock time slot, where's our head at? Okay,
go into it.
next is Mackenzie. After that, we have Kendall and Nia, who Abby didn't have anything bad to say about, but they were just not as great as Maddie, who won the full competition. She's back on top.
No one will be as great as Maddie except Sophia.
Right. But Sophia was whisked
Except
away
Sophia.
back to the list because Maddie's
And-
amazing.
No, 'cause
And on occasion, Chloe,
Yeah.
who is
yeah.
still suspended.
who is still suspended. That's another next
Wow.
point I was going to talk about. So Chloe is still suspended. Do we think this is fair?
I'm like, you can't even comment. It doesn't matter if it's fair or not.
Right.
It's always crap.
It's Abby Lee Miller way or Abby Lee Miller way.
right.
What about this? Do
Or
we
the
think
door.
that Paige and Brooke being at the bottom is personal? Because Kelly hinted at that. That
No,
she feels that it's
okay,
personal.
this is the thing. Somebody has to be at the bottom. And they always try to say, why is it that my kid's at the bottom? It's because Abby doesn't like me. I mean, it has nothing to do with that.
But Paige and Brooke have been at the bottom consistently since they came back.
Does it matter?
You put into it, you get out of it what you put into it.
Word.
Okay.
And does it matter? Like, if I was, I guess for ego's sake, yeah, you want to have your kid at the top. But at the end of the day, they're all dancing the same. If I'm a look, If I'm on the bottom of the pyramid, so be it. As long as I go to dance explosion times 5, whatever the competition they go to, and kill it, it doesn't matter. You know, it's what drives me bonkers is these people are insane. And what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, correct?
Oh, well, thank you, Webster.
You're welcome. So these women and these kids are insane because they know what to expect. It's just like, keep it moving. You know, the pyramid should be something that they should not even care about anymore.
Okay.
But doesn't it determine who gets solos and who, gets the leads? Because not everyone gets solos every week. How does that determine?
Okay. Not necessarily. That's just kind of Abby's
control thing.
I think the pyramid is a way to have them fight for something. You know what I mean? It's like us in this industry. Like, we want to be on top, but you have to fight to get there.
On top.
This is true.
And
this is something we talked about a lot. You can, if you're watching, you can let us know what you think. But the pyramid aspect is great because you're having to compete, you're having to really look at your progress and that kind of a thing. At the same time, they also need to remember that they are a team.
Right, and they perform so much better as a team. See, if the pyramid was used to give solos to people, the way the solos have been looking over the last couple of shows, you can have your solo. You know what I mean? Like that's
not Maddie. Maddie's been killing.
I know, but what
Maddie
I'm saying is that,
it.
and also you're right. The group number is where they shine the most every show. Every show, the group number is what really, for me, gets me in some because they dance so well as a group. Even Nia, who is always kind of a beat behind sometimes, they still or ahead. No, she's never in the pocket. They still look great. They dance well together as a team. And
but I think it's because, and I think maybe it's something that we don't see in the show, is that like they're friends. They get along with each other. Like we always see like the moms and stuff.
And they've been on this journey together.
Yeah.
Journey.
So I think they're very close, which they have a connection with each other.
They do. Aww. Well, this competition of this episode is in St. Louis.
Just a plane right away.
By coincidence, it's in St. Louis, which is where Black Patsy, Kaya, and Nicaya are from. What do we think about this return? And Jason, I know what you think about this return.
I was excited to see her.
I was too. But tonight, Giselle, I'm gonna have to side with you on the side that I really wasn't feeling Black Patsy's behavior. And first of all, Black Patsy...
Has it changed?
Well, the reason why I liked her initially from last season was because these women have evolved from their personalities from the last season. They were way bitchier. I feel like now they're all friends in a sense. They're closer. There's a sense of family. Whereas in the last couple of seasons there really wasn't. And so Black Patsy came in and was like, "Look, hoes, I'm gonna handle business. Boom, boom, boom." And that's what she did.
Black Patsy is too much.
To this season, she's too much.
It's not tonight. It's been her entire time that she's always been like that.
I think she was.
And y'all have always like been on her side.
Well, because she's entertaining. Come on.
What do you think,
That
Chris?
is not entertaining.
Tonight she crossed the line.
No,
right, I agree.
Absolutely crossed the line.
Just because of the F-bomb?
Well, you don't curse in front of kids. You don't make a scene like that. Like, think about the business owners. Think about the other teachers and the other parents.
Well, the other dance moms have cursed in front of the kids. Well, I'm not saying that it's right.
That's inappropriate too.
That is behind closed doors and not in front of an entire
with kids like videotaping. You see the kids were videotaping.
Yeah, of course I went on YouTube.
Tony, when Black Patsy arrived on Dance Moms last
didn't like
season,
her.
No, but she wasn't as full out as she was tonight.
No.
She was okay.
I thought she was more inappropriate because she was bringing up all the different things about how like Holly as a black woman should be on her side and like I thought that was more inappropriate personally.
Listen, first of all, the reason why she wasn't so full out was because she had to assess her issue. She was coming into a situation. So of course she wasn't going to be full out.
Right.
Towards the end of her stay, she was full out. So for me, Black Patsy, you can have a seat.
Totally. Okay, and I agree with you to some extent. However, in the context of the whole show in general, watching think about inappropriate. This show is inappropriate.
But those women, it's like what your mom says. Whatever you do in your house stays in the house. You don't take it out to the street. What those dance moms do, they keep it at the studio. They keep it in their little
In their
closed
dressing room.
Yeah, exactly. Black Patsy wanted to make this whole theatrical performance,
And she, like,
and do
was
all this
gunning
stuff and
for
go
them.
out. Yeah, it's almost like how Kathy is. Kathy
Right.
is always ready for Abby Lee and always ready to jab and point.
Sure.
And that's what Black Patsy was doing.
I don't
like
disagree
she
with
was
you.
gabbing and pointing and even when she leaned in and was like, "Did you notice Nia was a whole beat behind?" That's not your concern.
Right.
That's not even your team.
But even the fact that she's sitting directly behind them.
Oh, they always
Well,
sit
you
directly
know.
behind me.
I mean, Kathy, Tony, I don't disagree with Black Patsy being full out inappropriate this episode. She definitely was.
But
out of pocket.
she always is.
But what my opinion and what I was saying is last season, and you're right, she had to come in and assess the situation.
Right.
A smart person, I would do that before
Right.
I would go all ape crap, on somebody. But tonight, I felt like not only was she inappropriate in the sense of being a mom, acting like that, as a black woman on television, there is way too much a negative portrayal of any kind of minority, black, any person of color. And I'm not
Right.
trying to make it a racial thing, but
Right.
tonight was just a clear indication. Great. Here's more on a show that has kids. That's why Dance Moms is inappropriate, because
Well,
everything
and that's why it's dance moms, not dance kids, that they can get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel that
I mean, either way, yeah, you're grown adults.
You're
Like,
Are they?
yeah,
They don't behave
all
like
are.
it. They don't behave like it.
I don't know if Black Patsy was trying to get her extra 15 minutes of fame or what it was, but she
Trying to get booked again for another episode.
no, she
I
can,
hope
she
not.
She can have several seats.
I feel like she'll be
I
back
hope
again.
not.
I feel like she'll
but
be back.
but again, it pointed out, and I'm sorry, Giselle, if I'm about to mess you up.
Oh, you're
But
fine.
but it points out what Abby always says about the moms and their actions always reflect back on the kids because of what Black Patsy did.
That's true.
Nicaya was escorted out.
Was disqualified.
They were like, bye bye.
As they should have been, though. I mean, that's the only way to handle it as a competition.
You make a
owner.
really
What
good
else
point
you
because I
gonna
never
do?
would have thought of that otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so sometimes parents, you have to have a seat.
Well, and
Or,
another
no,
thing.
you need to shut up.
Another thing that I didn't
That
like
too.
was the branding Black Patsy. She wore a Black Patsy shirt, and
She had one the last time though too. She had
and-
like her little studio.
Yeah.
it's kind of corny.
And Divatude.
It's kind of corny.
No,
Oh yeah, on the
listen.
back of the shirt, rhinestone.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Bling.
rhinestone.
It was blinged out.
Divatude.
Listen,
However, the
in,
shirt was nice.
Has
in
to be
this,
rhinestone.
listen, in this day and age of social media and reality shows and all that kind of stuff, you gotta hand it to her. She's probably working on her own. That's why she wanted to brand herself. She's Black Patsy. If her reality show came out, it would be Black Patsy, and we
Yeah.
would already know who she is. And then
If
the
she was selling
catchphrase,
T-shirts on the website,
Black Patsy, and then the catchphrase would be Divatude. Just like here,
Right.
my catchphrase is "Have a seat."
No, and again,
And when was that officially established, like copyrighted? Was it this year? Or this,
Yeah,
this
the beginning of
season?
this season. Yeah,
Okay, because there was
courtesy
some
of
of
Tamar
it.
Braxton.
patent pending.
Yeah.
we need to get Nicaya to call in. Nicaya, if you're watching, listening, you should give us a call on the show. We would
Or don't.
We would.
Totally
I would
okay that you
love
don't
to
call.
talk to you. I would love to talk to you. And
Really
see where your
couldn't care
head's
less.
at.
Nikaya, if you call in to this show, I need you to go speak to somebody first and make sure you call correct, because I will not deal with it.
Yeah, speak clearly, calmly, and
Because
you know what,
the second
don't
you
even answer
pop
the
off,
phone.
I may have to be
If you
like,
see
Wait,
an
are you
area
talking
code from
about
St. Louis,
Nikaya or
Marissa, don't
Kaya?
answer.
You're talking about
Sorry, Kaya.
Okay,
Kaya.
guys.
That confused me.
Oh,
with that.
Kaya.
Let's-
Yeah.
let's
Nikaya,
talk
you
about
can-
the dance
Nikaya, you
moms
can
and
call
the
in.
dancers.
Kaya, you can't.
Yeah,
Oh, I would
Nicaya
like
can call.
Kaya to call in. Please call.
I get their names confused. Who names their kid after
Sassy.
their mom?
Black
It's like
Patsy,
Carolina,
BP.
Carolina. Like who does that? But anyways, yes. Kaya, give us a holler.
So there's a group number as always, and then Maddie and Nia are awarded solos. The group number is called Epic Love Story. Abby says that she's got the costumes in order, the hair pieces in order. The moms have nothing to worry about. Please, no chaos. Do we even think that's possible with these ladies?
No.
It could have been.
I think.
Here, insert chaos.
I mean, it could be a Christmas
Well,
miracle.
Okay, well, clearly it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
What do we
it's
think of
almost
Jill's
March.
idea to change the song and the choreography?
I think that was a horrible idea because everything was already set. There was already choreography, there was already music and everything like that. The only thing that they needed to do, if they wanted to do it, was dedicated to Broadway Baby. If they not go, oh, I found some new music. We're gonna do new costumes. We're gonna do new choreography, and then we're gonna dedicate it to Broadway Baby.
I
Yeah.
know. I love how she's like, guys, listen to this song. I thought it was gonna be like some slamming, it was some corny.
That was straight off of Kids Bop
Yeah,
22.
karaoke.
I thought it was gonna be more like an emotional song, like
Right.
"Fly" by Celine
Or
Dion.
like Smash
For
Into
Or like
You.
Angel.
Smash
Robbie
Into
Williams.
from
There you
Justice
go.
Simpson.
Or "Smash Into,"
from Beyonce.
even though
Yeah.
Oh, well,
a little
Single
too-
Ladies from Beyonce.
No,
That
Maybe
is
even
going
something
the
in
wrong
Spanish.
way.
and Espanol.
Irreplaceable. Irreplaceable.
Un ángel bueno. Okay.
Bitty bitty bum.
Yeah,
bum.
I thought that was so weird. Like, if anything, give her the card, which they did.
Yeah.
Buy her a new puppy. But I just
Too
didn't
soon.
think.
Too soon.
Okay, maybe.
No, I think they had no right to do that. That
No.
doesn't. I don't
It can't-
understand
I
why
didn't
they think they're
believe it.
choreographers and/or dancers. Like what?
Listen, can we
don't get it.
recall the mall tour and the times that they all
Took it
quit
upon
and
themselves.
True,
Yeah.
but here's the difference: is that when they went on the mall tour, they were on their own. They were supposedly without a studio. Here, they have teachers, they have instructors. It's not like Abby's the only choreographer in that.
Right.
Right.
And if all
place.
that choreography was set when Abby left, and everything was set, and she didn't come in for a couple
All they
days,
have to do is run the
all they have
music.
to do is rehearse and
So it just doesn't
perfect it
make-
instead of like pulling something new to
Yeah.
now have to work on that.
Did you
Makes
pull
no
something new?
I mean,
I did.
All
I
those.
threw it at you.
I mean, those
you can have a
moms
seat.
are not.
Have a couch.
Those moms. Yes, God, honey, have
Have
a
an
couch.
office chair.
You know what? You
Have
know
a
what,
chase lounge.
You know what y'all can do? LAX is right down the street, and it will fly you to a new city where you can have several seats.
I was gonna say the moms.
In the plane or in the new city?
Both.
I think the moms. I think Jill. I'm gonna give Jill the benefit of the doubt, and I think that she was coming from a place of
Producerhood?
of a good
Scripts?
nature. Good nature. I'm on this positive thing right now. Good nature. But these moms need. You're right. It was out of whack. They should have not have done that. All their job is to do is sit there and seam costumes for these girls. That's all they needed to do. And I kind of feel like they, it was kind of corny with the kids in the card, and then Hollywood Baby. Oh, we're sorry. I think they should have just been like, Abby, we're sorry the dog died. Keep it moving.
Well, I think
They are family, though.
yeah, Broadway Baby was like the Abby Lee Miller mascot. So I think at some point in your career you interacted with Broadway Baby. So I think the card and everything like that. What?
She drinks out of the same fountain, you guys.
Just
Yes, she did. I know I wouldn't be drinking out that fountain.
Like
Oh,
the name
cute.
Broadway Baby. Oh, Broadway Baby's here. Like, did you feed Broadway Baby? Like, just
Of
the
course
name
it would
alone.
be. It's a
Yeah.
perfect
Baby.
name though.
Yeah,
I
it's
also
cute.
didn't like how they were like fighting over who got to dedicate their number. It wasn't coming from a genuine place. It was coming from a place of, oh, who's gonna kiss up more? Oh, now you dedicated your number, and then now Abby's gonna like
let's
you
talk
better.
about that.
Like no one cared.
Yeah.
No one's actually caring about dedicating and being genuine.
Chris, you're
to
messing
care.
Giselle up.
No, you're not messing me up. You're not messing me up. I'm just trying to keep the audience on track.
Sorry.
Are you
no,
with
no,
us,
no. We'll talk
audience?
about. We'll talk
They watch
about
the
that.
show, right? You watch the show.
You watch the show?
I felt like Dora just now.
Dora the
Dora.
Explorer.
Yeah, because I was like, "Are you with us, audience?"
How old are you?
Good.
I've never seen that.
You know what?
You're already on that one.
Listen, I'm still.
I'm already sitting down, so you can't tell me to have a
Yeah.
seat.
Listen, I still have a subscription to highlights. I like to keep my mind
That
going.
magazine is still around.
Do you
Yeah.
find the secret?
Yes,
I love
all-
that.
That was
every
the
time.
best part
Best
of that
part.
magazine.
Y'all
All
remember
right,
Cheese
all
Road Adventure
right,
Books?
all right.
We're still dating ourselves. Y'all remember Rainbow Bright?
No, I don't.
I do remember
That's a
Rainbow
little
Bright.
old.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
I mean, no,
Ah.
you guys
And
know
He-Man
that.
and She-Ra
What did we
and Jim
think
and
of
the
Abby
Holograms?
saying that? Did I hear this correctly? I don't know if you guys caught this or if you guys at home caught this, but did Abby say, "I wish it was somebody else's kids" when she was
I
referring
don't know
to Broadway Baby
exactly.
passing
We should
away?
have rewound that.
I think she was saying like, think about it as if it were your kid. Like, I think she was maybe trying to describe the feeling that she was feeling, and why she was going through it so much.
Well, I agree with you, Tony. She basically was saying that it was to me in that scene, it was a culmination of how she's been feeling about the team and the disrespect and how the parents treat her. Because she was saying, here I am. She's telling her mom, here I am teaching these kids. They talk back to me. The parents treat me like dirt, blah 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 blah. I was taking care of their kids when I have someone here who doesn't need braces, doesn't talk back to me,
Doesn't roll their eyes.
right, and I wasn't there for them. So that's what she was saying.
But she was there for the dog,
Yeah.
And dogs don't need
And
braces.
all the little girls,
And dogs don't
Maybe.
talk back.
But
No, they don't.
but
it's
I
not because the dog didn't want
but
to.
they pee on the floor
Well,
Yeah.
and they smell
But
sometimes.
I think what she was saying was that like she's so focused on these people who don't appreciate her, and her dog appreciated her when she
Right.
walked in from a bad day.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The dog was the first to like jump up, hug her, lick her, give her the appreciation that she needed and that she was looking for. And I think what she was saying is that she was so concentrating on the girls and the group that she neglected, Broadway Baby. And that if she had noticed, what was happening with the dog early on, maybe the dog would still be here. So I think in a way she was almost kind of blaming herself.
Right.
a little
For
bit.
sure.
You
was.
guys-
For sure. Was.
Yeah.
Do you think that Abby was expecting to get the type of a reaction that she got in terms of the girls being sympathetic and making the card and being
why
kind to
wouldn't
her?
they?
But
Because they could give her a hard time and be like, well,
Well,
Abby,
there
save
were-
those tears for your pillow.
There were some moms that were really insensitive to the whole situation. Like, they're like, she needs to get over it. They're
Well,
like,
yeah,
no.
after a few days.
Kelly.
Was it Kelly?
Abby,
Right
it's just the
there.
dog. With her eyes, like Kelly. Like one thing, Kelly, I love you. I'm glad your makeup. They're covering a lot of stuff on your face.
You
with
and
the
makeup and eyes and
because
stuff.
She looks really, really good this episode. But yeah, Kelly was probably one of the most insensitive of the moms for sure.
And Chris, surprisingly, Christi was like, we understand why Abby feels the way that she does.
Christi. I like Christi. Okay, Christi may be a crazy mom, but Christi calls it like it is. Christi is not she keeps it real.
Or she'll exaggerate a little bit.
But they all exaggerate in their own exaggerations. Nia gets 3rd and 4th consecutively. Holly's like really excited about that. Nia did the best she could. No. That's her exaggeration. That's where she lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Christi being all out the box, crazy, whatever. But at least Christi's not delusional and she sees things for how they are, as she should.
Well, speaking of Christi, that's another epic love story I want to discuss. Christi and Kelly and their feud.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. Who's mad at who? Because one second, one of them's saying, you're not talking to me. The other one's saying, you're not talking to me. They don't seem to know what they're fighting
But
about.
yet they're like 3 feet from each other.
Yet they're
at
3
all
feet from
times.
each other at all times. Kelly's saying it's about a hat. Christi's saying it's about saying go F yourself. What do we think about these grown women who were supposedly best friends?
What the situation is that Christi is upset that she was having a bad week. She packed her stuff up. She left, and was not having a good week at the Abby Lee Miller Dance Company. Kelly, being her close friend, was supposed to be there for her and check in on her and make sure that she was okay. She didn't get that. So initially,
I thought she did call her.
Okay, and then that's where the drama comes in, because Kelly is saying, I called you. Christi is saying, you didn't. Then it was like, okay, I saw that you called, but why didn't you call me back? Well, I didn't want to call you back because you were on the bus with Abby, and I didn't want to talk about that. But then you could have called me back, and then it blew up and escalated, and then that's when there was the F you, and then they decided to be mad at each other.
Right.
So it's
And that
so
is the summary
stupid.
of-
It's
And
so
that show, ladies and
stupid.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Right.
So to me, it's just heightened drama, something that can keep going. And then all of a sudden, when Black Patsy did her whole
Look at her unifying of people, though, Black Patsy.
and then all of
I
a
loved
sudden,
the weave comment.
Oh,
Christi.
she was
I don't
like,
like
I thought she was going to pat my weave.
she
Probably gonna pull out my
cool.
weave.
Well, I'm glad, Chrissy, that you admitted that you got weave. But Black Patsy obviously brought them back together because Chrissy was like, I was looking at Kelly to do something, and we were like powerless. We were like my partner in crime. Blah, blah, oh my God, I need you.
I mean, they all could have done something. Like, they need to
you
grab
had
their
it to
balls
Jill, though.
and
Jill-
do something.
Jill-
Good for
They're
Jill.
grown women. They can take care of themselves.
Yeah,
Jill was like,
is
hold up.
good.
They are a
Hold up.
family,
She had
though.
the finger going and
Like,
everything.
boom.
Good for Jill.
Yeah.
But very proper, though.
I mean, well,
I needed her to get
I mean, she's had to
Yeah, but
had
you
to
don't
work
wanna
on
curse
that. She's
in
worked
front of the
very
kids.
hard
Curse,
on
but
that.
I needed her
and
to
Kaya's
get like.
from the Lou. That's how they do it in St. Louis. You get all like, and you talk with you say aluminum foil instead of aluminum foil. Stuff like that. Very.
Kaya
southern.
did get a good jab in, though, when Abby Lee was like, I want to apologize for this behavior. And she's like, you need to apologize for being a punk ass. I think that was my favorite moment of the
I
show
think my
tonight.
favorite moment was when she was saying how Dr. Holly has the letters, but she's not using them.
Oh, yeah. It's like, those
In
letters are
reference
no
to her
good if you ain't
masters.
using
Yeah.
them.
Well, I mean, she was engaging and then she disengaged.
Oh, that whole interaction was hilarious to me.
Oh,
She was like,
stupid.
I'm not
then why are you
engaging.
engaging? I'm not engaging. Then why do you talk back? I'm
I'm
disengaged.
disengaged.
It's like it was like just push a button.
It's so weird.
Excuse me?
That's funny.
Oh, well,
Hilarious.
I can't.
I want to know if
can't.
you think the moms coordinate their outfits.
Chris.
like the sweater
Just
day.
because it was sweater day, it's cold.
Well, no,
in Pittsburgh.
but the first scene of this episode, there was some wardrobe.
Yo, Chris was
I don't know
like,
if it's with malfunctions or just like.
I think they
Chris-
just all
Chris was
probably
on that
slop at
wardrobe.
the slop. I think they all probably just shop at the same unfortunate place.
Chris, you were so
But they were like,
offended.
we're gonna be really dressy today. That's what it's like. They all call each other like, we're gonna be really dressy today.
like
And then the
Mean
next
Girls,
day,
right?
yeah, they're like, we're gonna be like sweater, but cool sweater.
Well, it's
today.
probably.
You
I'm,
know,
I'm
like
sure,
fringe and
like all
fur.
girls do. Hey, so what are you wearing today?
dots
The
plaid.
cameras are coming to the studio. Oh, I'm gonna wear a top and jeans, or I'm
I
gonna wear a
love
dress.
it. Hey, what are you wearing? I'm wearing Lane Bryant.
You know who I feel like
How
cannot
does
get
that
it
be
together
lit,
is
right?
Jill. I feel like she like that whole scene
She was
with
on
her
it
in
for
the
a
hat.
minute.
Yo.
Like,
But
it's
yeah,
like,
that was bad.
Yeah, it's
Very-
like
I'm
Very
sorry,
early
Jill.
90s.
Yeah, the plaid and polka dots too. Let's just say it in the beginning of the episode.
yes.
It was very
Red
90s.
plaid.
I don't even
There
know.
was a lot going on.
After Buzzers, Chris Cangero was highly offended at this episode's fashion.
in
The
the first 5
wardrobe,
minutes.
yeah.
He went on that for the whole
Although,
time.
I have to say, there was like a really, really quick 3-minute snippet where Abby looked really good.
Oh, it's that dark,
in
the
the
dark
confessional.
eyes and the dark.
She had the
eyes.
dark hair. It was
Smoky
relaxed.
eye.
Like it was
Yeah.
done. No frizz. Soft makeup.
It gets big next week in that preview.
Well, no, but she was in mourning, Giselle. That's what I mean. Pain fuels creativity. She had to she was channeling. That was her Sasha Fierce.
I
Or
can't.
maybe she just came on to LA and went to Dry Bar. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that was Sasha Fierce, but
Could've
she
been.
was here for the Oscars. I heard this weekend.
She was. She also taught a
Good
master
for
class.
you, Abby.
She did.
She
Where?
Here.
taught
At
about
AfterBuzz?
And,
Yes, at AfterBuzz. We all here at AfterBuzz took a master class from Abby Lee Miller.
Turn.
in La La Land. In
Yes.
LA. Sorry.
And La La Land. In LA.
I was there. It was really good. She's spoken word choreography. It was amazing. She was like, run with
Were you at the top of the pyramid?
Grand Jeté.
I was
yeah.
going to say, she did not say leap. She said Grand Jeté.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
You went to the
Giselle.
master class?
Yeah,
Did you get your life?
I got my life, dude. She hated me. However, I felt that since I was taught by Abby Lee Miller, I can now really try to pursue the dance career that I want.
What is the one thing that you learned from that experience?
The one thing I learned from that experience is that my dance career is far behind me.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I'm just going to.
I saw you just breaking it down about 10 minutes ago.
I was just going to let you talk. Let you go. If you
Bye-bye
are,
dance career.
I know. If you are listening at home, if you are checking us out on YouTube the following day, please make sure that you comment, like us, subscribe. Please tell a friend. Share this video with everyone, especially if you love us, because we want to keep this going. We want to keep the lights on.
They are
We want to
hot
keep,
tonight.
Marissa with us.
Yes.
We want to keep the air conditioner going.
Can we put the air conditioner on?
But
Listen,
we
chocolate melts in the heat, so
I know.
I'm trying to keep it together.
And
But
the
we
leather doesn't help.
This is not pleather.
Oh my God,
is
we're in
vinyl.
rare form tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not about you.
It is always about me.
But we do love reading your comments, especially those of you who are so into it.
There are a lot of people who do comment. I read them. I don't reply, but I read them.
You should start replying.
You should reply.
Tonight, though,
This
Maybe
is
like
my
write more.
reply.
You
I
should do
felt-
like a fan reply for the last 5 minutes or something.
I feel that Abby
We'll talk
tonight,
about
though,
it.
We'll do
watching
shout outs
her-
next week.
What?
I feel okay. Tonight we really got an inside view. More and more, we're seeing a softer side of Abby, if you will.
See the softer side of Abby.
Yes, God, Lord. But I think the only thing that was really uncomfortable was that just like she was kissing the picture and
Well, because it just felt phony. Come on, where they
Right.
Bruce like walking your
White House.
and then the light was like glowing, and she's in all black and just.
it was like day glow white.
Well, because I'm sure that's the first thing that she wanted to see when she walked into
I'm
the
sure
door.
it was, but I'm sure the camera crew and everything was there. And I know she's going through it. I'm not trying to take that away from her.
And her mom, it was nice having that moment with her mom.
I
because
know,
she
her
also
mom's
said-
so
It was nice
cute.
seeing her mom.
Her mom, like she was like,
Mom's
if,
really
if anything
cute.
happens to my mom,
Yeah.
basically the underlying current I was getting was that Abby just felt guilty because she's giving of herself to these kids who don't appreciate
Yes.
what
Yeah.
she's giving her.
That's
Yes.
what you do as a teacher and as a studio owner. And
Right.
It's not like she's running some dinky studio. She's running
Right.
a major studio
Yes,
that has a
Chris.
television show.
Wow,
Yeah,
I
and a
attached
fan
to
base.
it.
Wow,
And a
cold,
fan, but I'm
heartless.
not being cold. I'm just saying you have to commit yourself
Yes.
if you're a
Jeez,
teacher. Because
really?
I know what it's
Yes.
like to teach kids that are snotty and nasty
Was there
and will
ever-
talk back.
Was there ever a moment where you thought Abby was not going to go back?
No.
I thought she was gonna take some time to herself. I
Yeah,
thought she
go on a
needed
leave
it.
of absence for a couple of days. Get a petty manny, you know.
And when you're going through it, it's good to get your mind off things.
Right.
Just keep doing things.
Keep going and going. What did you guys think of her reaction to this new piece?
it was
they
more
play
It
the
was on
music.
point.
I just thought it was so silly. Like, you don't know what music's about to play. No one told you what was going on. And
No,
then
it was
and then
supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be a
She's like-
dedication.
and then she challenges the girls to improvise. That was not like improvising. That was across the
It
floor.
really was.
And then the routine that they actually performed again was not improvising on stage. That was a routine that they clearly prepared.
Right. I mean,
Previously.
unless they're telepathic and they're that synced up together, because they were. I mean, it was a choreographed routine. It was. I think it was improv. It was improv. The intro. We know what that's what I guess was improvisation. But more and more, and especially with the phone calls we're getting from people that have been on the show, we're seeing that maybe a lot of things are staged now. You know, that are not very.
I don't know how I feel about that,
NDA.
you guys.
Yeah. I mean, I
Are you
no, I quit,
surprised?
Giselle.
I'm not surprised, but as a fan, I just
Oh.
feel disrespected. Excuse you? What?
No,
Oh.
no, because you said you know how you feel about it. I was like, I'm right there with you. I quit.
Take that.
I'm like, I'm done.
Bye. You're not gonna have a seat anymore. You're gonna get up
No, my seat.
and
I'm
walk
gonna walk.
away.
I'm gonna have a walk.
Have a seat on your way out.
Kick some rocks. Okay, well, let's talk about these routines here. First up, we had Nia with her solo. Holly made her costume. Abby was furious
It was
about this
cute.
costume.
It
I
was
thought it was
cute.
adorable.
Well, that was take on the costume too. That makes sense. It did take
What?
2 of the costume. That's what I want to say. Because originally
Oh, the
she
one
had
on
like
the stage, yeah.
she had the fringe around it, and Abby was like, no, you want them to pay more attention up top. You got this horizontal thing, blah, 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 blah. And when she took the fringe off, I was like, oh,
Yeah, the costume looks so
it
much
looked
better.
a whole lot better.
Nice little compromise.
Nia's consistently good. Like, she's the one.
She's consistent.
Yeah, that I like Holly. I don't think Holly's ever out of pocket with it. Holly's always, very even keeled, very nice, very sweet.
Except for when she pops her head in the door and she's like, "What's going on,
Right.
Abby? Can I have a word with you?"
Right. But Nicaya's solo time it was good. It was definitely better than the competitions, I thought.
It was good. I thought it started strong. I thought it got sloppy.
She was a little sloppy.
The emotion was sassy at the beginning, and then I didn't really know what the emotion was about because it's talking about a broken heart, and
But
she's like,
smiling.
But then on that walk off, she gave you sass.
"Oh yeah."
Right.
She always does though.
That's
Just
the
on
reason
the
why
walk.
Maddie is so good though. And because Maddie is appropriate with the song that she's dancing with.
Slash, she gets a lot of the same song.
But I mean, whatever.
Emotion.
I'm with Giselle Slash right there.
But the thing is, if you get, I'm sure
But
Maddie's
like, is that
good.
because she either has the it's really sad and I'm gonna cry and it hurts, but that's pretty similar to I'm so happy that I want to cry.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
a-
Giselle, that was good.
It's like
That
that,
was
longing. That longing
that
phase.
angst. And Black Patsy did, tell Nicaya about angst, which was a really great word that you used, Black Patsy. I was like, way to go, angst. Because I use the word angst when I talk about what these girls are lacking as far as their emotion. They don't have that teenage angst yet because they're not.
I didn't see the
going
angst
through
from
that.
Nicaya in the song.
Well, I didn't see the angst. The
Oh, but
angst
she
from
was
Nia.
good though. Nicaya was good.
Nicaya, I felt
She was
like it.
good.
she was too mechanical.
I thought she
She
had.
had cleaner lines than.
I didn't.
There's no connection with the choreography though.
None.
You thought, I mean, her lines were definitely clean. Yeah, I mean, but there's more to, like, and I'm not trying to tell you, Chris, because you are the dance extraordinaire, but there's more to choreography than just clean lines, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
of course.
So
of course.
Nicaya-
You have
so-
to have your soul out there
Right.
for
I
sure.
thought-
Leave it on the dance floor.
I thought she had a couple good lines, but truthfully, I was not. I think she has a great body, great costume. She's tall, legs, arms for days.
Boring.
But then when she was doing her leaps and her
not
extensions,
boring.
she just didn't seem very flexible to me. She was not fluid at all. The
Right, there was
emotion
no-
was not there.
It's all lacking.
I think she's good. I think she has potential. But I think perhaps had she stuck around with Abby
I was just saying, do
Lee,
you think she needs to go back to Abby's?
she might have improved a little bit more in comparison to the other girls who have improved immensely.
Right. I
Are
agree.
you guys passing notes over there?
No.
I agree.
I was picking up his dance explosion pin.
Oh yes, promotion, dance explosion.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Of
Well,
course.
it's my it's a competition I work for. One
so
of them.
do you want
Because he
to
be-
plug it really quickly?
He
I'll let
living
you.
on the dance floor.
Oh, I'm saying dance explosion coming to a city near you.
Website?
DanceExplosionTalent.com.
There you
That's
go.
what
There you
you're supposed
go.
to read.
That's
Thanks, Chris.
DanceExplosionTalent.com.
Send my check.
Chris is still new to the hosting thing. He doesn't know how to do the shameless plug quite yet. He's working on it.
Isn't it like that? You gotta like hold
Well,
it.
we gotta
and
show the
smile.
label too.
Oh, get
Wow,
you fired.
Okay, and then Maddie, of
It's like
course.
toothpaste for some reason.
Fired.
Yeah. Maddie was pretty much perfection.
Maddie.
I
She
think there
incredible.
I mean,
She was.
she really couldn't have done much more except for, again, the emotional connection thing that we always talk about, but she looked perfect.
She owns it. Maddie goes out there and just slays the beast every time.
It looked like Abby was holding back tears. Melissa was sobbing. What did we think about this dedication thing? Kind of like what you were talking about before. Now we can discuss it.
Sorry.
So,
Jump the gun.
no worry, we get excited over here. Maddie, Melissa dedicate Maddie's solo to Broadway Baby.
makes
They
it
announced it
phony.
over the speaker.
Well, I
Chris,
mean,
what did you think?
I thought it was phony. I thought if they were really like just concerned about doing something sweet and like heartfelt, it wouldn't have been so forced
Right.
and been like, oh, I'm gonna do it first, and you're gonna do it. Like, no, I'm gonna do it, and like then Abby will like me more. Like that's not the right intention of doing it. It's not coming from a warm or genuine place.
I agree.
I thought that at first, but then I realized that they actually do have an attachment to the dog as well, because they had watched and babysat Broadway Baby a number of times. So they have a closeness.
You're saying Melissa, yeah.
Melissa,
or all of them.
Well, Melissa and Maddie.
Right.
You know, because with Melissa wanting to be on Abby's good side, of course, if Abby had to go out of town for a long period of time, she'd be the first to say, "Oh, I'll watch Broadway for you." You know what I mean? So, you know, Broadway has been to their house. They've watched them and stuff. So I felt like, yes, they have a closer connection. I did think, though, that it was wrong of them to solely dedicate Maddie Solo. You know,
That's
it
the
should have
issue, right.
it should have been a group thing.
Totally.
It should have been a
Everybody,
complete group
because
thing.
Hollywood Baby.
And they discussed that.
They did.
too.
And that was the issue. Hollywood Baby was everyone's dog.
Broadway Baby.
Hollywood Baby.
Torrance Baby was everyone's baby. No, Broadway Baby. I'm sorry. Off Broadway Baby.
Not off Broadway.
But no, really. And so the issue, you know, the issue I had was Melissa in the last couple episodes has been that Benedict Arnold. Back, you know, she's been devil's advocate. You know, oh my God, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Abby, hi, how are you doing? But still is trying to keep. She's what Beyonce's choreographer Frank Gatson says, posturing for position. She's kissing ass. She's trying to make sure that her position is staying there.
Well, I think the reason
I knew at some point you were going to make a Beyonce reference
Yeah.
because this kid would not stop dancing and playing Beyonce before we walked in
And I
here, and I
think-
was just waiting for it. I was beginning to think it wasn't going to happen, but you did it.
I have to thank Tony Moore for really just opening my eyes to the world of Beyonce, Giselle
welcome.
Knowles.
just
because
like
she-
what this week.
Well, I
Like you just finding out.
I went to
she's
Beyonce.
around.
I went to Beyonce
She's been around.
workshop.
Yeah.
where they-
Okay.
where they
Do you
made me
remember
watch
Destiny's
videos.
Child?
But
Do you remember
no,
that group?
But back to Melissa. The only issue I had was that it seemed like she was just trying to kiss Abby's ass yet again. I think the gesture was sweet and right. Dedicating it only on Maddie's solo made it kind of suspect, you know?
I personally didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I thought it was genuine. I thought it was heartfelt. If anything, I thought it was a little annoying that the moms found that to be kissing ass because
It's Melissa.
they seem to think that the dedication that Maddie made was comparable to, and this is what you were mentioning before, was comparable to the girls changing the music, changing the song, and that was their form of the dedication. I thought that the little dedication over song at competition was a little bit more appropriate. However, perhaps it would have been a little bit more considerate for Melissa to include the other moms,
Right.
and maybe doing it for the group dance,
Right.
Yeah,
Maddie's.
that
But I
makes
didn't
sense.
think it was her trying to kiss ass.
And I don't think she needs to kiss ass. That's what we were talking about before. Think about it. Her daughter is the most talented, so she'll always be the top of the pyramid, or more so often
And she
than
works
not.
there, and she volunteers there,
And
and
so
she takes care of
They're
Broadway
gonna.
Baby.
The mom's gonna be. Melissa's gonna be happier as a result of her daughter being more talented. And you even heard Abby say, "I love working with Maddie."
Yeah,
So that'll
it's like
make
the
me
biggest
happy. I'm gonna
joy.
go do that. So I don't think she needed to do that. I do think she was coming from a genuine place, although she kind of swooped the other moms. However, I thought them like being catty about it made the whole dedication thing from the get-go, it like threw it out the water. Because now it's like, all right, this wasn't a ploy for you to be sincere. It was for you to try to posture your positioning.
Posture for position.
Yes, Frank Gatson.
Yeah, thank you, Frank Gatson. I learned something new every day. And Abby, if you're watching here at AfterBuzz, we're deeply sorry for your loss. We're not
No,
trying
I'm
to
so
we're
sorry.
not trying to make jokes about the dog. It's just in context of the show, we have to talk about what's going on the show. But we're fans of Hollywood Baby.
Broadway Baby.
Okay.
So there you go. Sorry, I
Clearly, Jason's not that big of a fan.
I will say that I do love how Abby came into the dressing room after every number, and she seemed really happy and
really
at
warm.
peace. She gave Nia a hug. She gave Maddie a hug. She didn't have anything bad to say or negative to say, and she just kind of took it all in. And I don't think she had a lot of faith in the dance, the group dance, but I think she, was pleasantly surprised by it, and it ended up working
I think we
out.
all were.
Yeah,
Nia wins best costume.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Keep it moving.
So funny.
Nia gets third place.
I mean,
Good for her.
Great job, Nia.
I mean, par for the course.
You did a
Nicaya
great
gets
job.
disqualified.
Sorry.
Yes.
Black Patsy, shut up. See what happens? See what happens when
And they
you run
make
your mouth?
They make the formal announcement too.
That has to be so embarrassing, because then they cut to the shot of Abby, and you can see visibly there are 2 seats that are empty.
Boo.
But that's what had to happen.
They're probably reserved seats. Here's another thing to consider, though, with this competition. We kind of talked about it when we were watching it. That was a small competition.
There was like 10 kids on stage.
Well, according to someone that posted on our YouTube page, there are certain competitions that won't allow the show to come in and film. Shout out to the person who did that. Sorry, I can't think of your name right now.
We'll give you one next week.
But yeah, and I mean, I can kind of see that. Like, I would assume that they have a lot of things that they have to do in order to film the show. They have to make sure that everyone is okay with filming. They then have to probably find a separate place for them to have their dressing room and stuff like that. I think it's
like
probably
the camera crews.
Yeah.
And then subjecting your kids to what happened there.
It's
at
probably
the end.
more
Well, and
of
having your own dressing room, I mean, unless things have changed, but in my past with competition, usually each studio does not get their own dressing room.
You're
They
in
get
there
their own
together.
section in a ballroom.
And that is the cause for a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Well, that's my dressing room.
And furthermore, not everyone's trying to be a star dancer on a reality show. These kids, I mean, competition's a big deal. Yes, for Abby Lee, it's a big deal as well. But for some people, these kids train and train and train, and this is like means more to them than just being videotaped. So I agree with the people that don't let Abby's dance team, come in and film, because it's not Hollywood for them.
Yeah.
Dance is they're passionate.
Right, they're
about what
working
they're
really
working,
hard,
yeah.
and they don't need to have 5, 6 moms come in there and start trouble.
It's almost like,
because you know what, those moms, the other moms that aren't on the TV show will start trouble. They got it covered.
That's true.
yeah,
So
That makes sense,
It's-
because they want their
and
little
the
50
less
minutes
trouble they could have for the competition owners and the staff is just the better.
right.
Yikes.
It's almost like I feel Abby Lee Miller's the moms are the laughing stocks of the dance community, for the competition, because everyone now, when this show first started, it was like nothing was like it on TV. People didn't get a glimpse into that kind of life. Like Chris, you said, this is real. It happens in studios. But now as we're watching, and this is season 3. Now that we're watching, we're seeing it's getting bigger and bigger and becoming more and more, I would say, a little bit staged. It's now comical. It's like, really? Okay. I mean,
there's a phenomenon
But
with them.
it still is, even with the possible staging and the big production of it, I mean, I still do love watching the girls dance. I definitely wish there was more dance than drama, as I think the
Agreed.
moms do.
Right.
But
I don't know if the moms
I thought this was a good
wish
one.
that.
But if you notice, the people at the competition are standing there waiting to see Abby and all those people come in.
All the phones and the YouTube and all that.
Well, yeah, of course they are. I mean, they're stars. They're stars, but that doesn't mean that they're not also revered as comical or or laughable.
Inappropriate.
Right.
I want to see them come to more LA competitions or go to New York. New York's closer than St. Louis.
Come to Los Angeles. These kids are fire.
And then I don't think they will get any of those first places unless in a small category. Maddie did get first place. The group got first place. I just want to point out, Maddie got a score of 294.5. That is almost perfect. So,
It's an amazing score.
I don't think she's ever gotten a score that high. So good job for Maddie. I'm pretty sure she's going to be at the top of the pyramid next week. And let's move on to predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
Predictions. Jason J?
I will
Short
have
and sweet?
Yes, short and sweet. I will say though, the pyramid pictures need to be updated. Get a better photographer.
Please get Mackenzie
Or
a
a
new picture.
monitor.
Right. some kind of digital
Please get
something or other.
Or like the remember 90210, like the original 90210, when they would like turn around, and then be like,
I feel like
they
you
should do that with all the people. That's so you don't know who it is at first.
Like the
You don't
Housewives.
know who it is. Oh, and they're like, yes. That was my show. That was my show.
Kelly, Brenda, Donna. My predictions are that we haven't seen the last of Kai and Nicaya. We have not seen the last of them. And next week,
Please edit them out.
Jill and Christi are BFFs again. And just more of the
Jill
same.
and Christi, Kelly and Christi.
Same person. More of the same.
I think it's just more of the same thing going on
Yeah.
for a couple more weeks, and I'm just jumping back in. So
I think Broadway Baby comes back. Too soon?
I know Abby's hair gets bigger. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like Abby
It's
starts singing
huge.
the Broadway.
Massive.
Well, yeah, I have to say the same thing. I think Kelly and Christi will make up. Jill could possibly leave once again. I know we haven't seen the end of Kathy.
I think we're gonna see some more of Jill's little antics.
I hope we see some more Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition cameos.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was great. And some like bag hitting, water throwing. You never know. I mean, that's what you gotta
Who
love
is
about
Asia's
it.
mom in the tight pants?
Christy.
Christy.
Yeah.
I miss Asia.
I
Where's
know.
my girl Asia?
With the slick back hair.
Thank
Yes,
you so much
go
for
on,
tuning into
honey.
AfterBuzz TV. Boys, tell everybody where they can find you. Chris?
At Chris Cangero on Twitter and Instagram, and Chris Cangero on Facebook. CrisCangero.
Hey.
And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on the web, Lounging with Tony.
Oh, one up me with the web.
You can find me on Instagram at the September Libra, and you can also find me on Twitter
The
at
who?
JJC
Yeah.
Forever, and on Facebook at the JCJ Carter Fan Club. The September Libra.
Is that new?
Yes.
Get your life.
Try like
Wow.
switch it up. You gotta be consistent.
I know.
You can find me on social media at Giselle Ugarte. Also on my YouTube channel, Sprinting Stilettos TV. I got a cover girl giveaway going up tomorrow.
Yes.
And yeah, we will see you right here next week, Tuesday, 10 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe, follow us. We love you guys. Have a good night.
Yes.
See you later. Bye.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.